Are you ready for some high-octane, adrenaline-filled landing? It's Jupiter Lander for the Commodore 64, on a cartridge no less, so there's none of that load, quote, asterisk, quote, comma 8, comma 1, it's just plug and play. But there's something I should mention first though. The sound card on my Commodore 64, it's shot. Not literally shot though, I got it second hand, maybe it was. Basically, I just can't get any sound on the thing, except for the harmonic buzz of some electrical interference. But audio's only one part of the game. Let's check out the rest.
Before I even get past the title screen, the game gives me a pleasant surprise. Jupiter Lander was developed by HAL Laboratory, a studio mainly known for their work on the Kirby and Smash Bros. Series. Though this was long before their association with Nintendo, President Iwata himself may have lent a hand in making this game, as he was working as a part-time game programmer for the studio.
That's an extremely tenuous connection to Nintendo. I'm in!
In spite of the wordy explanation on the title screen, the mechanics of this game are very simple. You fire retro rockets in 3 directions, left, right and down. These allow you to maneuver your craft and land safely amongst the crimson hills of Jupiter. The slightest tap against the surface makes your craft implode. If you hesitate or fuddle about, you'll run out of fuel. Go higher than the screen and you'll run out of sky. Right. To land your craft, you'll need to keep a close eye on the velocity meter on the right of the screen, and make slight adjustments with your downward rocket to slow your craft down. The strange thing is that if you land too fast, your craft will still land perfectly intact, sitting there for 4 seconds before spontaneously combusting, out of shame perhaps. It's such a tease to make you wait so long before finding out if you crashed. I suspected there might be some sound playing here, so I did a little internet searching and found the accompanying audio. Now that is a tease. Once you've managed to land successfully, your points are tallied up. It's clear that choosing the most out-of-reach platforms will increase your multiplier, but the raw score just baffles me. Have a look at these 2 landings. Both times I came in at about the same speed. In landing 1, I had a lot more fuel left and landed closer to the centre, but I got more points on landing 2. I just don't get it. Anyway, after you've been given your arbitrary score and your craft is safely resting on the surface, you land again in the same area. And this is it. The whole game. I thought Jupiter was the largest planet in our solar system, but apparently not. Apparently it's just these 2 valleys which sort of look like a sheep's hind legs. Then again, it's not meant to be a realistic depiction. The real Jupiter doesn't have a Commodore logo carved into it, though that would have been an impressive marketing stunt. Jupiter Lander reminds me of another landing game. Yep, there are others. The one I'm familiar with is a little mini-game called Astro Lander, buried away inside Free Radical Designs' Time Splitters 2 for the GameCube. The concept is the same, but this game lands it so much better. You can turn your craft in any direction, the minimalist vector graphics look crisp and clean and scale well, there's many different landing areas, and you can tell where your score is bloody coming from. Sure, Astro Lander is only faux retro, so it's not a fair comparison, but when I want to practice my interstellar parking skills, I know which way I'm going to turn. Jupiter Lander does what it does quite well, but with such a scant level of content, you're done with the whole game in seconds. And while it's fun enough to be worth seconds of your time, could it ever be worth your money?
Well, if you average out the cost of all the games I got with it, I paid less than 10 cents for this thing, so yeah, I guess it was worth that. I do feel sorry for the gamers back in 1982 though, shelling out good money for a one-screen game. Then again, as I may get to show you, they could have done a lot worse.